my thought is, if it was needed, the town would build it, or a private citizen would do it.
So you don't see that as an issue then?
No.
Okay.
I'm with that. I mean, I see most community buildings just used by seniors and some public meetings.
So your concern is that that the reason that there's a lack of adequate is because people don't use them anyway?
Buying them in.
We also have to put wants and needs.
Yeah.
Paul, what did you say?
Wants and needs.
I want a Cadillac again. I think we have some priority problems. Honestly. I don't know, that's editorial stuff.
Well, no, that's okay. I mean, you're here to editorialize.
Well, I mean, you know, all these towns spend gobs of money on their fire departments, police departments. You know, I mean, no problem having lots of fire departments redeveloped. Will they support the youth center? No. I mean, well, I guess that's part. It's a commie plot. I think. Well, that's the choice of the townspeople, how they spend their money. It is, but is it an informed choice? Do they really?
What if I just put question over priorities without going too deep into whether the priorities are correct, whether they're wrong?
Well, that goes under impact of our choices. If we make the choice not to have a community center, then what are the different impacts, which might mean a little more wild children out there doing things we believe in. Hey, I come from Nashville.
Okay. I think one of the things we should recognize for youth is that our youth are overprogrammed. They're constantly they're almost everything's broken, and everything is like safe. Safe. Right. So we're constantly we're oversupplying safety and underlying opportunities to make mistakes, which is causing our young people to be unable to do anything. That's a very good point.
That also plays into the idea.
The whole country has become whippetized. No tag, no hide and seek, running with a pen, no making a cupcake with the shape of a gun and without being suspended.
Well, I think that also plays into the concept of how community itself has changed. Because I'm old enough to say that I grew up as a free-range child, knowing everybody in my neighborhood, and them all sort of looking after us. And the change of economics, where people either really need or think they need both parents working, is that the child then gets shoveled into the system taking care of them. Somebody else educates them, looks after them after school. All their energy is funneled into very set programming, and they have no sense of community. So I think that's one of the basic underlying things of what actually is a community, and do we take care of each other, and how do we do that without relying on governmental and private systems to take care of everything for us.
Basically what we're doing right now.
Exactly. I think that's a discussion to the national level, defining what we are as a society. That's a root of a lot of how we then approach things that we want to do or where to spend our money. So, we just did number 2?
Yep. Yes, we did. Yeah, we can talk about.
Thank you, Marty.
Housing. Yeah, you're like you're my timekeeper. You're doing a great job. You're gold star for you.
All right, she'll do that. I'll keep notes. Go ahead, Martha.
No, so let's talk about. You guys know. Let's talk about housing, transportation, infrastructure. What do you want to say?
Oh, man.
What don't you want to say?
It's a lot.
There's nowhere to get there from here.
What do you mean by that?
It means I have to drive my car and it costs way too much money. I can't afford to go anywhere, literally, that I need to go to. Oh, this is a stupid question. I just started dating.
Yoo-hoo!
I quit.
Oh.
The guys I'm dating are in Vermont, for heaven's sakes. And I have to drive 2.5 hours to find somebody my own age to go.
I don't know if I'm gonna put down to meet a good mate these days.
I put it down already, so it's too late.
If I was single, which I am, I could solve that problem for you.
See, look at this. We've got
thought you were
together
someone.
in
What are
the
you
room.
talking
This is
about?
great. All right, but to your greater point, you're talking about lack of accessibility.
Yes. And plus the gas costs so much that it's very expensive to go places.
And I think that's more, I mean, that is so true because we get so many people trying to access gas vouchers at the community food pantry and financial assistance that we had to stop because we couldn't afford giving people gas vouchers anymore because we could only do $10 at a time, and with the cost of gas now, you're only going to get 2 gallons. It's going to cost them a gallon to get to Plymouth and back to maybe Warren just to get $10 worth of gas for their car. So
Dependence on cars is a big problem.
because there's a lack of public transportation, we have no public transportation.
I'm gonna get a horse.
How about energy independence, drilling for oil and natural gas right here in our country, which will drive the prices down?
But that kind of ties into focus 4, but I'll put it in here because we are on the subject of energy. So
I mean, we have a rural poor situation that's pretty serious, like seriously underprivileged, and how their housing stock is really awful. I don't think the big budget can fix it. That is the situation. We have a giant diversity housing stock.
can you? I don't want to get too much. When you mean among people, do you mean people in the region? Do you
People in this region, well, people throughout the region, but in this region, the rural parts of the state, the housing stock is, it's terrible. It's run down, it doesn't have, inefficient, I mean, and all the problems of the rural poor are in the housing stock.
And can I add to that? Also, it goes over the whole spectrum of age. From young families trying to find a place to rent that is efficient with insulation and things like that in their home, so they don't have to waste so much oil to heat their home, to the elderly who can't afford to buy oil for their home. You know, I mean, it's that whole, you know, it's renting a place that you go through $900 worth of oil a month because it's not insulated, and the landlord isn't going to fix it.
So I just put across the spectrum to kind of encapsulate that. So it's young, it's old, it's apartments, it's houses. That's the way you see that, Sarah?
Yes.
Okay.
GrokTV.